Oh no, I almost clicked out that bit. Okay, I think this is the last one.
We should bring back, public executions on certain people. No, but think about it. I think that, and you guys should laugh, it should be public, it should be quick, it should be televised. By the way, you could fund the government
kids to watch it.
You could have like brought to you
Force
by
kids to
Coca-Cola.
watch it. That's somebody else saying that bit though. But bro, so what y'all think about that though? About him saying that. That's like some of the people that's so heavy into like the what you call it. I just want to actually just like speak on it, just like to start putting myself in a situation where, you know what I'm saying, I can collect other people's opinions at the same time as hearing like my point of view. But like, what about that?
And no, I'm not kidding.
Televised executions.
In fact, I even think that we should bring back, public executions on certain people. No, but think about it. I think
I think I watched the whole 24 seconds. But that was that. Alright. It's some junk on no TikTok I had sent.
The bitch so fly, she was Gucci with Poochie. I hope she don't crash and fall out the L. SK make a nigga sit down like they just pause the song, play musical tail. Still got tags on some of the clothes in my closet. I ain't get a chance to wear it. Just took a trip from the A. I went down to New Orleans. I feel like the Jonte Murray. Can't eat the pussy if that shit furry. I don't eat the pussy if that shit hairy. Don't like rappers. I don't listen to them. I'd rather go listen to hip hop Harry. Got on one knee and propose to the money. That's my little shit. Yeah, nigga, we married. Leah, the bitch so
Oh my gosh. Lil Ronnie been sliding for real though. It was few of these, but I'm just looking for the. Then they don't even got it. Okay, so no time for that. Let me see. I could get the YouTube video ready. Liked. Okay.
My bad, chat. I literally just woke up like 5 minutes ago. I literally just woke up. I was like, I gotta go live, and I went live. You look fat. I get puffy when I just roll out of bed. But yeah. Dude, I don't even know where to start, guys. I really don't even know where to start.
amendment, the whole idea of affirmative action
I
is to
absolutely
give
Wait.
people
Okay, listen.
extra boost based on their skin color or their racial background, which by definition cuts underneath the idea of equal protection.
Okay, so do you know why the 14th Amendment was founded and the Equal Protection and Equal Rights Act
Yeah, the 14th
exists?
Amendment was a post-Civil War amendment. 14,
Yes.
15, 16, 17 were all during Reconstruction.
So what was it in response to?
Slavery.
Oh, and who were slaves?
Well, that's an important point. So, do you think affirmative action will help heal the multi-generational problems of slavery?
I do, I really do,
Okay.
because, so let's just talk about the history for a second. Slavery begins in the early 1800s.
Earlier.
No,
Slavery?
1816 is the beginning of slavery.
1619.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be. Okay, first slaves come in 1619, doesn't end until 1800s.
1880s.
Then we go into Jim Crow laws starting in 1877, and black people are not given equal rights until officially 1965. Would you agree with that?
That's generally the correct telling.
Yeah, so, 1960s,
But
See,
1970s.
just
look,
so we're
great-
clear that
great debater.
Black Americans were able to serve in office in the early 1900s. They were able to vote throughout the 1900s. But yes, there were poll taxes. There was Jim Crow laws. There was segregation. Of course there was. And we have to be
Yeah,
delusional not to acknowledge those things.
Okay, so we can acknowledge all of those things. Can we also acknowledge, due to the laws under Jim Crow, that black people were significantly hindered from economic
Got it.
advancement?
This is a really important question. The data shows not really. It was evil. It was terrible, but Black Americans are poorer today in 2024 than they were in the 1950s.
Yes. Why do you think that
Good
is?
question. So we have the Civil Rights Act, we have more benefits, more government programs. Something changed between the 1950s and 2024. So there's two answers to this question. Either America got more racist since 1950s to 2024, so like that 70-year period, because Black Americans are worse off today per capita.
Yeah,
than
I would
they
agree
were.
with that.
You agree with that? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Than in the 1950s. Or there's another explanation, and I think the truth is somewhere in the middle, which is I think you would acknowledge that the disappearance of the Black father has been the number one driver of Black poverty in this country. Now, there are reasons for that we
Yeah. What do you think the reasons for that are?
Well, culture is one. Would you agree?
So actually, let's go back to the foundations of that
prison
culture.
pipeline, all that stuff. But can we at least agree that Black dads not being around is a bad thing?
Anyone's father not being around is a bad
No,
thing.
of course,
not
but 75% of Black youth are not raised with a father in the home. It's the highest of any group in the country. It used to be 25% in the 1950s, so it's gone up dramatically in 70 years.
Okay, so you are blaming the fact that Black people have not been able to achieve economic equality and
Or even
advancement in
progress,
this
because
country
they've had decrease.
specifically and solely
Not
because
solely.
of the absence
Not
of Black
solely. It
parents.
is the most primary ingredient reason. It's the
So
most
you think
primary.
it's the absence of Black fathers,
Correct.
and you think what else?
Public sector's teacher unions that have kept these schools crummy and kids aren't reading and teachers keep getting paid. We don't fire bad teachers.
See, he a great debater. The way he put in it, like he ain't Kevin though. Like a big reason why, you know what I'm saying, the Black community is like, you know what I'm saying, not flourishing is because, you know what I'm saying, a Big Daddy don't be there. A Big Daddy is like, you know what I'm saying, and it's so many dudes coming, like at least, especially from where I'm from, bro. Daddy ain't daddying back home, man. Everybody daddy be flagging for real, man. So it's like, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Based off what I'm seeing, like people I went to school with and stuff, people around my generation, bro, we breaking the narrative. We changing that jump, bro. I see my generation like changing that jump, bro. We doing our thing for real. Shout out them boys, bro. Shout out Twin. Shout out Vincent, bro. For real, them just off top. Shout out Tommy. Yeah, man, we doing good, man. Our little one's gonna be straight. But just yeah, as a collect, especially in the past, growing up and stuff, even in some situations, shout out to the ones doing right, but it's hectic. So I mean, he just debating real good. That's the whole thing. People let the emotions come out and go too much on the debate instead of, you know what I'm saying, getting to the point. He be getting to his point. Let people let their emotions get involved. Now they you feel me?
And not having enough police and not actually locking up criminals. Hear me out.
See, like this what get too extra.
Only half of all murders go solved in the city of Chicago.
That doesn't surprise me.
And it's like, boom, as a debater, bro, you like, ooh, look, boom, I got the emotions. This where I get in so I can win the debate. Because one day, once you in a debate and your emotions start to get involved, oh, you lost the debate. That's just me putting you on game about debating. Because a lot of them ain't going to put you on game about debating because that's what their whole thing is when it comes to this social media stuff and they debating you know what I'm saying, they arguing a point online with you or whatever. The whole thing is they don't want you to know that you can't let your emotions get involved. You got to be, you know what I'm saying, to the point. Get to the point. If you can't get to the point faster and better than me, it's raps. As soon as you get your emotions involved, it's raps. You got to get to the point. So that's the whole thing. She lost already because, boom, she getting her emotions involved. He, boom, finna get to the point, man. Now he trying to, boom, put these things together. But really, if you was actually getting to the point, you could debate these points he making. You just, oh, dang, now my emotions this way. Now my emotions that way because he's saying something. Okay, hold on, pause. Let's get to this then.
That's a problem, right?
That is a problem.
Yeah, so we need more police and more detectives to solve those murders. But I want to hear your points too.
See, we don't.
So let's go.
More police and stuff ain't the answer because the percentage in every individual is different, so every interaction gonna be different. So that's probably the probability of having a good interaction or negative interaction. It's not that. It's getting to the point of that situation, and you got to explain that situation when you're debating. I ain't off the top of my head. I ain't gonna be able to just put it because that's not something I really be thinking about. I could just like off the top of my head just freestyle that bit, but I ain't trying to waste time. I'm trying to get better with managing how I speak about certain things because I could go on and on and on and shit, and niggas be talking here forever. That's why I try to get these videos so I could just hit certain points. But yeah, man.
Back a little bit to what you said in the issue of policing.
It's not more
Now,
police
starting
though.
in the 1980s and continuing onward, there's been a war on drugs. Is this correct?
I like the war on drugs.
You like the war on drugs. So during the war on drugs, it created an epidemic of mass incarceration, specifically
Hold on,
of
only if you're using drugs
no.
or peddling drugs. If you don't use drugs, then you don't go to jail, right?
So you believe that the criminal justice system is flawless?
No, I never said flawless. There's a lot of people in jail that shouldn't be in jail. There's a lot of problems in any system.
Okay, so
But-
wait, let's
but
pause on
however-
that. So you believe that a lot of people who have gone to jail
small percentage.
shouldn't be in jail? A small percent.
Yeah,
What
but
percent would you say?
5%?
You would say only 5%.
Correct. When you have a system of justice, you're going to have scummy prosecutors, you're going to have bad defense attorneys.
I have a question. Can I get a Google? What percentage of people currently incarcerated are black?
It's way larger than
Well, it's hold on.
It's what?
Hold on.
way larger than
No, I know, but the fact I'm saying 5%.
It's caused by the war on drugs.
Hold on a
So
second.
that's the point that I'm trying to make. Exactly.
Who am I debating? Am I debating here? Am I?
See, debating who I'm debating. He's debating, bro.
So I want to make a quick
You're
point.
right. Black Americans are in prison far greater than a percentage of the population. So black Americans are about 13 to 14% of the population.
Yes,
But
I know
half
this.
of all prisoners are black.
Exactly.
So blacks commit more crimes than whites do. They commit more murders. They commit more arsons. They commit more kidnappings.
See,
For
and now
example,
he
blacks
just
are
using this as the debate. Boom, emotions still attached. Boom, win the debate.
30% of the population, and they commit 58% of all the murders. That's not a war on drugs. That's a culture problem.
Okay, so let's talk about that culture.
See? And that's just like, okay, I wish I could, boom, debate it. I'm not prepared to be debating him right now, I'm not even trying to do that. But that's what, when I was watching, like, I watched that video before the whole video, the, like, 20 conservatives versus, or 20 liberals versus one conservative. I watched that whole video. But it's like, oh man, if I could debate, but I agree with some of the things he say, and then it's like certain things I don't agree with. It's just like he just arguing that point better. You feel me, bro? He was intelligent, bro. That would have been like somebody I would like, cause I like to debate. You know what I'm saying? If I'm on a topic, I like to. I'm intrigued with it, I debate a bit. But I usually only debate people I'm cool with for real. I don't like debating like strangers because I like really win that bit. You feel me? I don't like losing no debate, bit. And if I'm wrong though, I ain't even gonna debate you. I'm like, okay, I understand, I see. But if I think somebody wrong and they down to debate, man, let's debate, man. So like that would've been nice. That same with like Charleston White. He a debater as well. That same thing with Myron Gaines. He a debater as well. That same thing with Sneeko. He a debater as well. A lot of people in the content world is debaters. Or at least the ones that be like hopping on interviews and doing the debates on their head ass. Or however, you feel me? But that was one clip. I think it's one more. That's like,
die? If everything completely goes away, how do you want to be remembered? I mean, if I die, everything just goes away. How would you, if you could be associated with one thing, how would you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
valid. If you going towards a higher power, then hey, that's, you know what I'm saying. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Most High. God, the Most High. So, you know what I'm saying. Hey man, rest up to him. Rest up to his family. The last thing. Okay,
Absolutely
yeah,
have no
it's a
fucking
few
words. And I'm not like the perfect spokesperson for that. But this is like the most fucked up thing I've seen in a while. Like, Do you know how insane it is to like? First off, like, I don't even know where to start, bro. I really don't even know where to start, guys. I mean,